Listen, when I was a kid, yeah, Batman was around and a few of the superheroes, but you know who I really wanted to be? D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers. He was the good-looking one. And all I can tell you is that when we're talking about swordplay, it's still so exciting, and it is still such a hot event in the Olympics, the fencing and so on.
Absolutely.
But what I'd love to know is what in the world Adam Simmons has to do with Leah Benson and streetlights, sword fighting, sabers, and an outstanding organization like yours. Tell me how you got involved.
Well, the Phoenix Society for Historical Swordsmanship is the organization we're part of, and we have a tournament coming up where we're going to do historical martial arts, but it's a charity tournament, and all the proceeds go to Streetlight USA, an excellent organization, which she'll tell you more about. But the sword fighting part is where...
Well, at the sword fighting part, you're going to demonstrate.
Yes.
But for everybody right now who has said, wait a minute, what is streetlights? What has that got to do with anything involving public service? You're going to tell them right now.
Yes.
Leah.
So Streetlight USA is a safe haven for girls age 11 through 17 who have been trafficked. We take girls from all over the country.
Well, why don't you tell us more about the kind of thing that kind of generally falls into the umbrella category of human sexual trafficking without people really understanding. And you are excused for just a moment to go over in the corner and prepare yourself for a duel, huh?
Absolutely.
Leah, tell us about streetlights and where the girls come from and what the serious problem is in the United States and around the world.
So Pat, the thing that exists nowadays is, you know, growing up, I remember around the neighborhoods where what it meant to have friends was down the street. This new generation has a second layer of community, which is a community on the internet. And so no longer as parents can we say, I'd like to meet your friend, right? Because the internet is people from all over the country, all over the world. And so it exposes to kids a lot more.
Absolutely.
And they become more vulnerable to the issues of trafficking. So kids are lured into the process. And we have kids that are from various types of environment. We have a girl whose parent is a biochemist from a different state trying to get her child to Streetlight right now. We have another parent who has cancer, and this is one of her 3 children who she is trying to get into Streetlight as well. The kids come from all over the country, all types. It's not just poverty. It is kids of various different backgrounds that are lured into trafficking.
What Leah is saying is also, it's your kid. And don't say, oh, no, not me, not us, not our neighborhood. Does your daughter visit the mall? Well, you know what? She may not come back from the mall. Isn't that true?
That's correct. That is correct. You now have to be very conscious about who your kids are around. Their privacy, quit looking at privacy. You're a parent. You have the right to understand who they're talking to on the internet.
And you also have the opportunity to help Streetlights USA, and we're going to be talking about this event coming up. We're going to do a demonstration right now of what it is that people can see at the event and how they can help you out. If you will, Adam, start things off. I'll join you in a couple of minutes, okay?
Excellent.
What's going on?
Hello. We're doing a single stick tournament this weekend. And one of the weapons, which is a trainer for sabers that they used, including in the US Navy and other militaries, to train soldiers, is a single stick. So we'll have masks on and protective equipment, but basically how it works is we try to strike each other. Woo! And whoever gets a hit would win. Bonk. Also, we'll be having a longsword tournament. These are steel weapons, but they're blunt. And they have safe points. We'll have more protective equipment on for these. But some of the plays we have include like that, or also, if he wanted to take his sword away from me, woo! So we have in various tournaments where we'll be doing these historical sword fighting.
This is
show
what you need.
how to do
You
it.
need an Irish guy
Absolutely.
coming in with a stick. We call them shillelaghs, by the way.
Yes.
But that's a very different thing. Before we run out of time, because I want to do this with you and find out about my fantasy as a child, let's talk about the event, though, and make sure everybody's invited. To what location?
It's at 16th Street in Pearson at Miracles of Fitness Center, which is where we also have our gym. It's at 9 o'clock on Saturday. Come on out. There's a $5 spectator fee. It's more expensive to compete, but we're actually full. There's 50 competitors from around the state and the country, and a couple from international.
And when? When is it going on?
This Saturday,
Okay.
9 a.m.
And are you going to really charge us an enormous amount of money to participate?
Just $5, and it's all to charity.
By the way, this is the example of the guys our size, against the big, hulking guy, for crying out loud. Look at me, Mom. I'm D'Artagnan. Wait just a second.